so in the context of the term wonderment being used in practice and useful for things like terms that you use, such as the burn process or for self-liberation. So my question is, how is wonderment, or maybe it could be put as using one's imagination, or how is that useful in self-liberation and to what you call the burn process?
Well, it depends on whether or not it's used for, or it's used to describe something shocking, something that is puzzling. You wonder about that. You wonder whether or not it's true or false or for you. So it's like wonderment is like a question. It's questionable. Some people may experience wonderment when we talk about heaven. They wonder about that. Is there such a place? Could they get there? Of course, I would say categorically, there is a heaven. There are dimensions beyond this one that are like astonishing. Like you have to say, you have to acknowledge that it's a dream thing, some kind of fantasy. But these are worlds that we're part of, and it's part of our being, our let's say, cosmic intelligence, or the soul nature, the super soul nature. Then that's stretched to include all dimensions, and certainly much of which would be a form of wonderment, like shocking, puzzling, or astonishing, which is a little bit closer to wonderment. Like, what? Why? How? And in terms of spiritual practice, that's exactly what you'll say about your own progression as you start to unfold spiritually. You say, well, how did I know that? Well, you don't know it. It comes. And we have to consider, relative to wonderment, nothing happens. It's a very useful phrase. Nothing happens. Nothing ever happens. Nothing's happening, no. It's always happening. And we need this intelligence. So even if it's an intuition of reality or true reality, we need that as a basis. Otherwise, there's no possibility of enlightenment whatsoever. You just stay in your humdrum self-doubt and negative condition. There's no freedom from that. So we need a little bit of wonderment, or we need some amazement, right? We need to be shocked, right? For better and for worse, to help us step up.
And similarly, that's why, I hear you use the term "who knows" a lot, so that would be maybe along similar lines.
Yes, it's a form of that, questioning, right? That, let's say, probing, penetrating. It's a device to help people penetrate beyond what they think, what they are assuming they know. So who is it that knows? What is the who that knows? These are useful penetrations into the true nature of the infinite itself.